Episode 292. Today we're talking about some standouts in yesterday's matchup between Colorado and Dallas. In game four, series is tied at 2 now. I think the biggest story of this game was Gabriel Landeskog and him getting 2 points and him getting on the board and on the score sheet. And his goal was really nice, especially in terms of Brock Nelson maneuvering to the outside on the entry to be able to create space and then force the defenseman to be able to move with him. And then Landeskog was the F2 into the zone, slightly behind Nelson near the high slot. And he was able to receive the pass clean just behind him. And then he was able to wind up for a half slap shot and was able to go off the post and in for his first goal back in over 1,000 days. And just great story and really nice goal too. Really nice shot and release, and the timing and the pure velocity of it was really well executed from him. I thought Brock Nelson was really noticeable for Colorado as well, just being able to make plays, be able to create in transition, be active in transition, and being able to create off the rush is something that's a big asset of his and how he's able to weaponize that. And he was doing a great job of that on a regular basis. I thought he was just really noticeable in transition, really noticeable up ice, carrying the play, moving up ice, and he was able to effectively be involved both offensively and defensively. And I think the obvious ones are guys like Devontae's, Nate McKinnon, Joe Duran. Those guys were all very effective throughout this game. One guy I really liked too was Sammy Gerard and his movement off the puck, his movement and his feet, and how he's able to maneuver around guys in that sense, maneuver around pressure, create space for himself, and be able to really weaponize his feet to be able to get interior and be able to get inside in the ozone. And he's always such a great player at being able to do that and being able to use his stops and starts to be able to turn effectively, but also get to the inside effectively, and he does a great job with both. Mackenzie Blackwood was great again. Just the way he's been battling. I believe he's top five in goals against average, and I believe he's up there in save percentage as well among goalies right now. So he's been playing very effective hockey and just being in his first major stretch in the postseason. I think he's played very effective and has been one of the most effective players in Colorado. And he's been very reliable for them. He's been a backbone for them in terms of playing in net and has just been very reliable all around as a goalie for them. So that's been great to see out of him, and he was very noticeable. As for Dallas' side, didn't notice too many guys. I think one guy I've really liked throughout the series is Liam Bichsel, who obviously 6'7", I believe just over 230 pounds. A guy who he brings range, he brings height, brings physicality. He's hard to play against. He's hard to battle against because he's strong on his feet and he's got a really good base and center of gravity, so he's not able to get knocked down pretty easily. And obviously the height advantage certainly helps being able to defend one-on-one, use his stick, use his reach, and use his range to be able to defend in uncomfortable situations. And he's turning into a very quickly a reliable shutdown defender for Dallas who can play very engaged offensively, defensively. And I think we're going to see the offensive potential grow a little bit more over time. It's just more a matter of when than if. And I think with Liam Bichsel, there's potential for him long term to be at least like a Jamie Alexiak, I would say, type defenseman who could rack up maybe 40 points, maybe even 50 at some point. But I think right now for where he's at, he just looks comfortable. He looks engaged. He looks really mature as a 20-year-old playing in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And I think he's going to be a staple of their defensive core for a very long time. They have some notable names in terms of shutdown defensemen, like Asa Lindell's another notable shutdown defenseman on that team. But Liam Bichsel, I think he's going to become a comparable player, if not even better shutdown defenseman than Lindell long term as well. And outside of that, I didn't really notice too many guys. I think Jake Ottinger was very effective in net until he got pulled. And I don't think he got pulled because of injury reasons. I just think he got pulled just to send a message, which it didn't really work, but it was worth trying to give a chance to. And Jake Ottinger was just making save after save off the rush. Colorado, when they come at you in waves with their F1 and F2 into the zone and they get their line rush going, they're very hard to stop and they can pepper you with shots. And so they were doing a lot of that throughout this game, and Colorado was just peppering Ottinger with shots throughout the first two periods of the game, and it just seemed a little bit overwhelming at times. But Ottinger was the one guy who was a key backbone, and I know the score doesn't show it, but he was very reliable in that for them as well.